Hi, I'm Ben.
And I'm Luke, and now we're going to be talking about our film.
I think the lighting in this scene is very reminiscent of a Hitchcock film, and it doesn't really divert from the traditional horror titles that you would see in most horror films. The music starts off sinister at first, but then settles down into something a little more homely.
Here are some props that we thought would be good for the film. We asked the actress to bring in pictures of her and men who could possibly be her husband. And as you can see on the fridge, there are pictures of children and her with more men of that age.
The title is swept away by her coming onto the screen, and this really helps you connect with the images being put before you.
Now here, at first you think that she is actually walking towards the camera, but she's not. She's walking towards the mirror. And so this is unsettling and quite disconcerting for the audience, which adds to the eerie effect of the film. Here we had no sound, and so we had to recreate the sound by using various sound effects and recording our own sounds. And for the footsteps, we took the sounds of her shoes on the floor from other shots that we didn't use in the final film.
You can see in this shot here that we spent a lot of attention trying to put in things like cereals and lemonade to show that this is not just a single woman's home, but a home of children as well.
Here we made sure that the title lingers in the shot, as if it is part of the footage. This adds more depth to the shot and makes it seem more realistic and professional.
The tracking shot here is very reminiscent of the style of Kubrick, and the fan as well adds a sort of ominous movement in the side of the shot.
Here we added a bandpass filter to create the effect of a phone voice for the phone conversation.
When the shot cuts to behind, the music is more eerie, more sinister, and it gradually fades into a dark drone, reflecting the abnormal nature of the phone conversation and its abrupt end.
The home in which she lived in was meant to represent a woman who was stylish, obviously well endorsed, got a good job, tidy, and this is a representation of her being a mother. It's quite a wealthy family. There are picture frames and photos of the woman around the house, and there's a plant on the table to reflect her feminine touch.
Her costume really shows how she's a businesswoman of upper middle class in the way that she's wearing a smart jacket and a skirt and a shirt.
Here the camera pans to the side as the woman moves around the desk to break the convention of the tracking shot, being symmetrical and pristine. The break represents the loss of normality in the woman's situation.
The woman is once again reflected in the mirror and sees something. However, the angle that the camera is at makes sure that we cannot see what she sees.
As she walks to the dark room, unsettling sound effects elevate to create suspense, but then slowly fade away. The audience assume that the worst is over, or to make them more scared of the silence and what is to come.
In the bottom left corner of the screen, your eyes are drawn to what is quite an odd shape, which people might associate with some sort of body.
Here the title appears big, slightly blurred, but then adjusts itself and refocuses with the sound effects.
It sort of sounds and looks like a Polaroid camera focus, as if this is the evidence of a crime scene.